writers are forced to present their ideas in a hotel room full of judges and audience members. Two writers will rise above the rest.
What are you doing?
And
I wasn't doing anything. I was trying to introduce the show.
Okay, that's not how you do that. This is how you do that. Hi, and welcome to another very special edition of Page to Screen. I'm Mike Bentley.
And I'm Corbin Eaton, and we're here at the Nashville Film Fest, specifically The Pitch.
And it doesn't happen in a hotel room. It happens in a conference room, in a conference center even.
It's in a hotel.
It's in a hotel. That doesn't make it a hotel room. It's a room in a hotel.
a room in a hotel.
Better. So anyway, we're going to see a lot of different pitches from both episodic and feature formats of screenwriters that are trying to get their projects made.
Let's give it a watch.
All right, welcome back, guys. We're going to get this next part started here. We have the features now. First up, we have Creepy AF, Salvatore Jade and Jade Liuzzi.
Imagine if Michael Myers had a teenage son who went to high school with the cast of Mean Girls, and through a twist of fate, found himself on a rom-com adventure with a Regina George type, where they not only find love, but also help each other grow into socially responsible human beings.
And that's our script, Creepy AF, teen comedy feature from a father-daughter writing team. I'm Sal, this is my daughter Jade. Together, we crafted a story that mixes classic horror tropes with the comedy of high school gems like Clueless.
And it all starts with Malcolm, a creepy teenager from a family of infamous serial killers. He's imposing, silent, and brooding, the spitting image of classic slasher villains.
But here's the twist. Malcolm is secretly big-hearted and couldn't hurt a fly. A huge problem since his family expects him to be their next psycho killer.
Everything changes when Malcolm courageously rescues a girl from her aggressive boyfriend. But this is no ordinary girl. She's Emma, the school's most affluent and popular social media influencer.
One Instagram selfie later, and Emma turns Malcolm into an overnight sensation. Then, capitalizing on his viral fame, she launches a makeover web series called Creep to Chic, transforming Malcolm from freaky to fabulous.
But as Malcolm's popularity soars, his family ups the pressure for him to get his first kill. It's a battle of identity, family expectations, and self-acceptance.
In an exciting and romantic climax, Malcolm chooses love over his gruesome family, while Emma sacrifices her social media fame to be with Malcolm.
Creepy AF's edgy modern vibe will resonate with a young audience, but also for older generations like my dad, who crave a fresh take on the makeover movies they grew up with in the 50s.
That's the 80s.
It's also for anyone who's ever felt different and out of place, searching for their own path in life.
You'll find that we've wrapped a heartfelt coming-of-age love story in a hilarious and commercial horror comedy.
In our story, Emma takes Malcolm from creep to chic, and now we hope you'll join us in bringing it from script to screen.
Thank you for your time. The 50s?
Yeah, the 50s.
Dude, so first off, congratulations on the father-daughter script.
Thank you.
I have a daughter who's sitting right over here silently judging you.
Okay.
My hat's off to you, dude. That's an accomplishment in and of itself. Yeah, that's a really good pitch, man. It's a really strong idea. I thought you guys really executed it well. The slides were great. Your back and forth is great. You were really natural with it. Like you have a completed script for it. Yeah.
Yes, the script's ready to go. It just made the quarterfinals of the final draft big break contest. We finished it not too long ago, so. It's thank you. Thank you. So it hasn't been in a lot of contests yet. I am a mentee at the Writers Guild Foundation for their veterans writing project, where they train military veterans to be.
And this year?
No, I'm a teaching assistant this year. I've been with the program for 4 years. I was a mentee in 2021.
All right, my buddy Ashley is one of the guys that does it. Ashley Miller.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's one of our good mentors. Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
right
Ashley. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Any questions, thoughts, comments down the table?
I loved your pitch. That was awesome. Can you talk about writing together and working as a team? Because that's, I'm sure, working with I sometimes work with my husband, so a little bit different dynamic, but can be challenging. Can you talk about how that process has been with you guys?
Yeah. It was really fun working with my dad. Like, we've never done something like this, and we do both share a passion for movies and writing, so it was really fun to work together and share each other's ideas and just kind of craft it into something like this. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a pleasure for me because I got to be with her. You know, I mean, she's 23, so she comes and goes with friends, but for like 4 or 5 hours on a writing session, I got to have her there by my side. So, yeah, it was great.
I don't have any notes, but Malcolm's his name. His family doesn't kill him, right? I'm just like worried about him.
No, they just encourage him to kill.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't know if they got mad at him and then they tried to get him, but okay, that's
Yeah.
just
It's
want to
like
make
a
sure he's
rite of-
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it's like a rite of passage in their family. You know, they try to get him to kill the stray cat, but he makes the stray cat his pet. They try to get him to butcher the chicken. He lets the chicken go.
Don't kill any pets. That's
No, no. He's got a big heart. Yeah, he's got a big heart.
So I'm curious, the genre is both, genesis of the idea is horror, but it is a comedy. I'm curious how you came up with that idea.
Yeah. And so we don't like horror so much, but my
I
wife
do,
over
I do.
here, she loves horror. So we prefer the coming of age love stories. And she had us watching a horror movie marathon, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers. And at some point we were like, what would it be like if one of these people had a child and that child had to go to high school? Or what was it like for them if they were in high school? And that's where it all really came about. Once we started talking about it, the ideas were flowing. Yeah, great.
Mike, don't you just love seeing a screenwriting duo that actually appreciate each other?
Yeah, it's something that I've never really been able to live out myself. My screenwriting partner is very difficult.
Okay, well, you don't have to say that. I mean, I've heard that he's handsome and charming, and his mustache actually is good looking.
Is it because your mom has been staying with us?
Okay. You didn't have an issue with Carrie being there, and suddenly now it's like, oh, there's too many dishes in the sink. Well, you know what? She likes to cook. What's wrong with that?
Well, she doesn't let me eat any of it. She says, no, that's not for you. That's for Corey. He's a growing boy.
Because I'm her growing boy.
Let's go back to the pitches.
Right, up next we have The Adventures of Sockman, Melissa Sheridan. Oh, check that out, some socks.
Everybody else forgot the bribes, just saying.
Okay. You're probably wondering why I gave you a pair of socks, and you're probably wondering why I have socks on stage. That's because the name of my screenplay is The Adventures of Sockman in the Tunnel of Doom, and it is exactly what it sounds like, a live-action animated screenplay about two superhero sock brothers who get separated from each other and their kid Matt by the fiery Tunnel of Doom, aka the dryer. Now it's Sockman versus all of the things, an unsuspecting hair accessory villain, a band of dryer sheets, loose change, a scorned sock, and an all-out thread war to bring back his brother and be reunited with their kid Matt. So why this story? I think it was someone in my screenwriting group that said, just write what you know. And I'm like, okay, I'm a middle-aged mom and I do laundry every day, so I guess I'll write a movie about socks. And that's pretty much how it went. But I think we can all relate because we've lost a sock or two, right? This is a adventurous story of bravery and friendship. It has lovable characters like in the movie Toy Story, paired with action and adventure like in the movie Indiana Jones. Live action animation is one of the highest grossing genres of 2023 and has continued to be one of the top grossing genres over the last 40 years. I think this just goes to show you that people really do enjoy movies that they can bring the whole family to. Pay a babysitter $100 or whatever you're paying them nowadays to go out and watch Fast and the Furious 15. This is a movie I would be excited to see move from page to screen. Oh, shoot. I'm missing a sock. Thank you.
Maybe just a little more just about the arc of the story.
Yeah, absolutely. So it really parallels the story of Matt, who wears the socks, and then Sockman himself, who has this dynamic with his brother Harry. And the big thing with Sockman is his pride. He is always the front man. He's always the one that's getting the most attention. And when Harry gets sucked in through the dryer vent, he is on a quest to find him, but Harry kind of wants to stay in paradise where there are no pears. And so his Achilles heel really is his pride. And then Matt, the kid that wears the socks, his is fear of just standing up to a bully at school. And so it follows his story throughout this journey as well.
Does he kick him in the face with a sock?
At some point there's lots of puns involved in this. Yeah.
I think this is really weird and wonderful, and as a documentary filmmaker, I'm surprising myself saying that because I'm a really hard sell for anything scripted or animated. But I think that there's nothing better than real life, and I like that this is really inspired by that. I'm also noticing that you're not wearing socks right now. Is that an intentional choice?
Yes. I mean, you kind of know, socks get lost in the dryer, but I don't like to wear them because I lose them all the time. Yeah. Yes, I would rather not do laundry. I'll pick the dishes any day, for sure.
I don't know about that laundry v. dishes thing, man. That's...
I loved it. It was so fun, and I also loved just your presentation.
Thank you.
And the bit with the socks. Again, simple but really effective.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for this opportunity.
Well, I know one thing for certain. That last pitch didn't sock.
I need a new writing partner.
Let's get back to the pitches.
Moving right along. Up next, we have One and Done by Elvis Wilson.
I'm Elvis. One and Done is a kooky and sometimes absurd little action comedy. It's got jokes about expensive gaffer tape, bashful bladders, an escaped alligator named Chewy. It's got a bit about the mature pronunciation of the word Uranus. Our hero, Agent Mars, is an aging government operative, an assassin. And he's just found out that he's got prostate cancer. He's beat. He wants to quit. He's done. But before he can retire, his handler and not-so-secret crush, Agent Mercury, throws him into the middle of a raging hurricane to retrieve stolen tech believed to be of alien origin and to eliminate the thief that took it. One last mission. He chases this thief to a rundown motel and barely makes it to a room just as the deadly storm bears down. And now, trapped in the motel to get to the thief, Agent Mars must fight his way through the motel, through the adjoining rooms connected by the family doors. You might remember those when you were a kid on family vacation. Each adjoining room presents its own lethal challenge for Agent Mars. The very next room is the Flying Luftwaffe's family of acrobat assassins. After that, there's Dr. Flutter Bandicoot, a sadistic hypnotist. Then you've got the Ramens, a homicidal Japanese punk band. And then you've got scores of cartel, mafia, and Yakuza all crammed in one room. Room 6 has Juanita, a.k.a. the Brown Recluse, and her trove of deadly toxins. And what would a motel full of assassins be without Gideon, judge, jury, and of course executioner? Mars wonders, why the hell are they all trying to kill me? Well, he's going to find out when he steps through this door for the battle royale. One and Done explores themes of family dysfunction, sacrifice, and finally finding love. So, like Agent Mars, I am also undergoing treatment for prostate cancer, but unlike Mars, I am not an assassin, as far as you know. Hammer time! Okay, it's a prop. It's a prop.
Where did this idea come from?
Well, I've written a lot of screenplays. I'm a produced filmmaker. I wanted to do something like Bullet Train meets Scott Pilgrim. I love those films like Snowpiercer where we're going through segments. It's like eight sequences of a screenplay. It makes a natural a vehicle for that story structure. So, and I thought, a motel trapped, no one can go anywhere. Yeah, let's do something fun in each room. Also wanted to write something that could be done in a volume. I thought this film could absolutely be shot pretty much one location.
And it's live action, right?
A live action, yep.
So just so I'm straight on this, is the alien artifact like in the final room? Is that why he's going through the hotel?
Yes.
Got it.
Yep, they're there.
And all the other assassins are there for he doesn't know why?
He doesn't know why, and he finds out in room 8. He finds that it leads up to a battle royale with his twin brother, who's angry about him putting his eye out in an accident as a child. It's a lifelong grudge. I mean, come on, we've all had siblings who hate our guts for some reason or another, so. All right, thank you.
Beautiful.
I don't know about you, but I found that last pitch adorable.
That guy really looked familiar.
Is it because he's bald and he kind of looks like me?
That's it. Let's get back to the pitches.
All right. And we have Crossed by Peter Herlan.
Cross draws comparisons to The Departed, The Sound of Freedom, The Mule, and Sicario. The settings are Little Italy and San Diego and Tijuana, Mexico. Based on a true story, Jordan is a finance executive, orphaned as a child, dedicates his time to serving the orphans in Tijuana. Jordan is approached by James, an FBI agent. The FBI needs help identifying the entourage of a cartel leader named Oscar. But Jordan hides this from his beautiful fiancée and restaurateur named Kate. Jordan takes this operation a step further and builds a pseudo-relationship with Oscar. And Oscar becomes a benefactor of the orphanage. He ought to, because he's responsible for those children becoming orphans. So make no mistake, Oscar is dangerous. When Jordan witnesses a brutal murder, Jordan exits the FBI program. Then, on a routine border crossing, Jordan is sent to secondary inspection. And that's where the border agents find his vehicle is stuffed with fentanyl powder throughout the panels of the vehicle. And they also find 2 tracking devices. One is an unidentified AirTag, which we'll get to in just a moment. With the smart attorney, Jordan figures out that James, Oscar, and his best friend and college roommate, Mark, are all using Jordan as a drug mule. When Jordan drives his nice car into Tijuana and swaps it out for a junker, and this is the lead up to the climax where Jordan and the DEA take them down. Fast forward 5 years, Jordan's dropping off their daughter Senna at school, and Senna shows Jordan in her backpack the AirTags that mommy Kate sewed into her backpacks. And it hits him like a brick. Go ahead. Okay, thank you. It hits him like a brick when he realizes and recalls his arrest 5 years earlier, that unidentified AirTag. And the audience is left wondering whether or not Kate was in on it all along.
I like that you've given a lot of thought to the potential actors that could play your characters. I guess my suggestion would be if there's a way to kind of pare that down, because I think when you see a lot of different people that are different ages, play in different genres, it like gets our minds going. And not to say like pick one person and that's who it has to be, but I think it, especially in short pitches like this, it gives us a sense of like, this is like, this is the guy I want, and then, we can kind of go from there.
I appreciate that. And I tried to give a little bit of a spread of where you would see an individual like, take for example, Jonathan Stoddard, right? Not necessarily a brand name, but a brilliant, talented guy who easily could play Jordan. And he read the script, by the way, and he read it and said, it is a perfect blend of Ozark meets Narcos. He loved it. He was blown away by it. And on the female side for Kate, a brilliant young Brazilian female actor, her name is Gabi Spaciari, right? Not necessarily a household name today, but super talented. And so I tried to look at that range when we're speaking to investors and trying to put together the package. But I really appreciate the feedback. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Thanks.
I don't know about you, Mike, but I think these pitches be crazy. Pitches.
I need a new writing partner.
Make money, get pitches. All right, back to the pitches.
Next up, we have Bike Lane Ends by Noah Glenn.
Even before I became a parent, I've always had a personality that could be described as dad. So it's probably no surprise that I want to make movies that kids and parents bond over on family movie night. I'm Noah Glenn. I'm an award-winning short film director and the creator of a popular children's podcast. And I'm pitching a family feature called Bike Lane Ends. The film opens with an urban legend. Ride your bike to the end of a certain bike lane and you'll disappear into a magical alternate dimension. The last person who would ever dare to try this is anxious 8-year-old Iris. Ever since her mother died, she's dealt with her grief by following all the rules and watching out for her best friend, Tilly, a wild and reckless free spirit who's never met a rule she wouldn't break. When Iris hears a mysterious voice calling her name, she believes she's capable of telepathy. So she forces Tilly to practice this magical skill in case she's ever in danger. But Iris's overprotective nagging leads to an argument, and Tilly runs off in search of Bike Lane Ends. Iris is devastated.
Hello? No, it's me.
Tilly from the movie? How am I hearing your voice?
Duh, telepathy.
You mean that's real? Awesome.
Yeah, whatever, but listen, I'm stuck.
Stuck?
I found Bike Lane Ends. Now I'm stuck and I can't get out.
With Tilly stuck in an alternate dimension, Iris must overcome her fears to rescue her best friend. It's filmed mostly from a kid's eye view of the real world, but there are also scenes in a colorful telepathic mind space. And in the end, Iris reaches the surreal world of Bike Lane Ends. Inside, the first person she meets is the child who discovered this magical world decades ago. And it turns out it's her own mother, who's also the mysterious voice that's been calling her all along. Iris finally sees herself as she truly is, a risk-taking hero who's the only one brave enough to save her friend. Thank you.
So you're directing the feature?
I'm a writer-director. I've done a bunch of short films. This would be my first feature.
Very cool. What do you think the budget range is?
I have an AD who has put together a budget of $750K. And I feel like that's kind of falls into a weird range, is what I hear a lot for raising money, that it's easier to make something really low budget or go up to, 2 million, 5 million.
As a concept, like I feel like I could walk into a studio and sell it, right? Like it's a good idea and it's smart. So it's just the execution of that script, and if that's there, like $750 is not a lot of money for a feature at all. I don't know how you're going about it, but like if you haven't thought about crowdfunding it, you might want to. If you haven't thought about you could even do it through like a regulation A+ security, which just look into that. That's how Angel Studios raises all their money. You could do up to $20 million a year at Tier 1 and $50 million a year at Tier 2. That's also an option, a much more transparent option for investors. Because it's regulated by the SEC. But dude, at $750, I mean, that's very well within your grasp, and you've got films behind you. You've got these short films there, to back up your ability to do it. So, I think you're in a good spot.
Thank you.
And now, for the winner for the feature, we have Creepy AF by Sal and Jade Liuzzi.
So we're here with our winners of the feature competition, Sal and Jade, with their film Creepy AF. Guys, how are you feeling?
Really good.
Yes. Great now.
How did you feel when you were up there? I mean, like, what was going through your heads? Did you know that you had it in the bag then, or was it a little less certain?
I mean, we were very nervous going into it, but we prepared for so long that muscle memory just kind of kicked in, at least for me.
Yeah.
What was it like for you?
No, I definitely felt the same way, and I'm not gonna lie, that beta blocker did help. Can't lie, it did help.
Hey, we all got to find our own ways to get through it.
Yes.
That's great. That's great. So, Mike and I are screenwriting partners as well. We know partnerships in screenwriting can be difficult. How do you guys make it work, especially being a father-daughter duo?
I think just love, really. I mean, we share the same love for particular movies, especially coming of age, and so we didn't bicker, we didn't fight at all, actually,
No. Yeah,
and
surprising.
so we just each loved to collaborate and bounce ideas back and forth, so it really was just a pleasure.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It was fun to work together and create something that we both love and enjoy and are passionate about. So.
At what point did you realize, like, that you wanted to tell this story, or like that this was something that made sense from your all sensibilities?
Well, I think with this, it was more about a character that feels out of place, that he has a big heart, but he can't show it because he's being pressured by his family. We all deal with, ridiculous family expectations sometimes, and so this was really a story about a character who was learning how to be himself, and then another character she was really the monster in this story, was the social media influencer, but he helped her become a better person, so they kind of met in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I agree.
So, you guys won. What can we expect next from you guys?
I don't know.
Well, we're going to get right back to work on another script. We've already discussed some ideas. And then hopefully we get to see this movie. We're hoping that it gets made. We can get it to the right people. And maybe it'll premiere here someday. That would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys so much. Congratulations again on your all's win. With that, I think that'll conclude. Or maybe we're going to another thing. I don't know.
We don't know how we're going to end this segment.
But it's over now. It's over AF.